New Energy and Industrial Technology Development Organization, Nedo. Conducts various activities focusing on research and development related to alternative energy technology worldwide. Its projects include the promotion of private sector participation in national technology development projects, support for the private sector's own research and development efforts, and dissemination of newly developed technology. Nedo strives to contribute to the fulfillment of Japan's Kyoto Protocol commitment without overly restricting energy use and industrial activities in Japan, obtaining emission credits via the Kyoto mechanisms. As energy consumption significantly increases, the midst of dramatic economic growth in the Asia-Pacific region, increasing SOx and NOx emissions, and inadequate waste and wastewater resources causing severe environmental problems. In addition, increasing greenhouse gas emissions, including CO2 emission, are contributing to climate change. In this effect, a state-of-the-art technology is introduced in Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited, Visakhapatnam Steel Plant by Nedo to utilize energy from sinter plant straight line cooler to generate 20.6 megawatt power. On May 26, 2009, Ministry of Steel and Ministry of Finance signed the Memorandum of Understanding with the New Energy Development Organization Nedo of Japan Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited, and Steel Plantech of Japan signed the implementation document to start the joint venture Nedo project. Memorandum of Understanding partners are Nedo, Ministry of Steel and Ministry of Finance, Government of India, and Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited. The dedicated team of Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited, Vizag Steel Plant, carried out procurement, manufacturing, sinter cooler modification, and construction work and operation. JP Steel Plant carried out planning, design, and procurement and manufacturing of major items such as boiler, turbine, generator, and control systems. Visakhapatnam is the largest city in the state of Andhra Pradesh and third largest city on the beautiful east coast of India. Vizag, the city of destiny, welcomes the world to share their technology with the giant steel makers of India. Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited, Vizag Steel Plant, is an integrated iron and steel works in India with 3 blast furnaces with annual crude steel production of 6.3 million ton and is the market leader in long products in India. Vizag Steel Plant has 3 sinter plants and the sintering capacities are 312 M2 for sinter number 1 and 2 and 400 M2 for sinter number 3. Sintering is a process that recovers the raw material values of many waste materials generated at iron and steel plants that would otherwise be landfilled or stockpiled. Feed material to the sintering process includes ore fines, coke, recycled hot and cold fines from the sintering process, and trim materials like limestone, calcite fines. The sinter feed materials are fused together by a flame fueled by fuel gas or COG plus the ignition of coal and coke fines in the sinter feed. The product is a hard fused material called sinter that is suitable for carrying to the blast furnace. The primary emissions point of interest for the sinter plant is the stack that discharges the exhaust gases after gas cleaning. The waste heat recovery project is applied to number 1 and 2 sinter coolers to effectively recover the waste heat from the 2 standard of coolers and generate power. Design throughput of sintered iron ore from sinter machine into sinter cooler is 540 ton per hour at each sinter cooler. Sintered iron ore temperature is 700 degrees centigrade. Height of the sintered ore on a pan is 1000 mm and uniform distribution on the pan. Waste gas volume at each cooler is 650,000 nm3. Steam generation by the boiler is 104 ton per hour, 2180 and 319 degrees cent. Maximum power generation is 20.6 megawatt by the superheated steam. The generated electric power is used in Vizag steel plant and will be out to the grid. This flow diagram shows the recovery of waste heat from number 1 and number 2 sinter coolers. Sintered ore being fed from sinter machine to cooler. Waste heat recovery and its circulation through boiler for steam generation. High temperature waste gas from the 2 sinter coolers is dedusted and then enters the waste heat boiler. Electric power generation by turbine and generator. September 2011, the construction of Nedo project started in Vizag steel plant. Centralized control is done for the waste heat recovery system. Since January 2014, hot commissioning has been carried out with Operation Tuning. 19.5 megawatt power generation was made on July 2nd, 2014.